Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
There's no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch.
You didn't put in on this, man.
Better get a receipt, my brother.
Peace and love, world. Peace and love. You're now rocking to the sounds and vibrations of your boy, Malik Kalam, also known as TheDonKilam. And as always, prosperity is your birthright. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Been putting in that work, man. Been putting in that work. We got Munchie Jenkins in the building. Rich Rising King. The Credit Yoda. Rich Rising. I like that. Rich Rising. I can't say all y'all's names, man. But peace and love. Keo. Kaomi. Peace and love. Let me know where y'all tuned in at, man. Comment. Let me know where you tuned in. Let me know what territory you in, man. We got Pedro. All right, man. Pedro in the building. Peace and love. Today we going over Silver at Surety, the Silver Trust Redemption. Put something together for you. The Credit Yoda says, appreciate the game you be dropping. He's tuning in from Philly. I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. I love Philly, man. When I did the video when I was homeless, that was in Chinatown in Philly. That's where they dropped me off at. Like right up the street from the Greyhound. I was on the internet just juking a job, man. And boom, got on the Greyhound. Keo Me in Sacramento, California. It was still kind of early on in Sacramento. We got Vegas in the building. Uganda, Africa in the building. Peace and love to Africa. We got Africa tuning in, man. I can't make this up. We got Chocolate Treat in the building. We got Africa in the building. That's amazing. That's amazing, man. That means a lot. Peace and love to the motherland. Look, now's the time you're going to want to roll up, spark up. Make sure you hit like. If you're watching the replay, like, subscribe, share, drop a comment. Chocolate Treat, let us know where you tuned in from. We got Guru Jew. Guru Jew in the building. Let us know where you tuned in from, what territory you tuned in from. Says that's deep there. You got Uganda in the building. I know. We got Alberta, Canada in the building. Courtney W, Alberta, Canada. Shout out to Canada. We got Africa in the building. We got Canada in the building. We worldwide around this mofo. I'm glad y'all understand the language. I'm glad I'm breaking it down. We got Dayton, Ohio in the building. I'm glad I'm touching lives all around the world, no matter what the haters say. We got Universal Focus Group. Just joined us in the building. Let us know where you tuned in from. Chocolate Treats in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, baby, baby. We got Florida in the building. As always, you got to know I'm not a licensed attorney or tax expert. I do this for educational and informational purposes only. We got Detroit in the house. Peace and love. Shout out to Detroit. I love Detroit. Ain't too much money there, but I love Detroit. I showed my folks how to get money in Detroit. That's why Detroit pays me well, because I showed them how to get the paper. I showed them how to get it. Because wasn't no money up there until TheDonKilam touched down. I'm trying to tell you. I was on 7 Mile and 8 Mile. Getting money, getting my people paper. I can't make this up. The homie that I showed you, man, shout out to Vaughn, Detroit, Michigan. He got a Silverado truck, brand new off the lot. Detroit, baby. That's how we get down. That's how we rocking. Today, though, I need you to understand if you understand the game, a lot of people talk to me. You see when I get quiet, the lights stop, right? I just want to make sure y'all peeping that. I did that for y'all. But a lot of people, if you've been in this so-called secure party creditor movement, the sovereign movement, because a lot of people say they've been studying this stuff for years. Well, then you should understand using silver or gold or natural organic money. What I got in my mouth, diamonds, gold. It's lawful currency. You gotta know what lawful money is. You gotta know what lawful money is. A lot of people don't know. So I'm gonna break this down. And if you want this ebook that I'm going over, make sure, excuse me, blood getting me. Make sure to leave a donation. This was gonna be $49.97, okay? We got the Don in the building, Resilient Consumer Solutions in the building, peace and love. We got Church of Law in the building. Let us know where you tuned in from. Now, if you've been in the game, in the sovereign game, you should know about using natural art and key in the building, peace and love. You should know about using natural resources, natural money. What is lawful money? What is lawful money? Let us know where you tuned in from. We got Canada in the building. We got Africa in the building. We all around the world in here. So you gotta know. You gotta know gold, silver. We're gonna talk about silver today. Because if you've been studying this information, you need to know that silver is lawful money. Silver is lawful money. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Church of Law says the Don is the truth. And we got Art and Key in the building. I don't know if y'all know who Art and Key is, but Google him. Just look him up. Check his page out. But look, I'm gonna go about silver because when I seen somebody use a affidavit and some silver to get out of a court case, it blew my mind. I didn't understand it when I first saw it. It blew my mind. I said, ain't no way. Like the United States is bankrupt. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it first, okay? And if you've been studying for a while, you need to understand. So I'm gonna break it down. I'll put something together for you. Now, it's called Silver and Surety, the Silver Trust Redemption. You can get this $47. Drop it on the Cash App, TheDonKilam, TheDonKilam. Hashtag Silver Surety, and put your email address in a memo box so I can get these templates in the ebook to you, all right? Silver is a precious metal, and this is my opinion and belief, okay? I believe silver comes from the moon, gold comes from the sun, okay? That's a whole different topic, whole different discussion, okay? That's what I believe. Just want y'all to know that. We got the credit lady in the building as well. Peace and love to everybody. Just let me know where you're tuning in from so I know where I'm reaching. Let me know your territory. So silver is a precious metal that can be a good investment, depending on the economy, and it will always be widely used in jewelry and electronics. That's important to know too. So is gold. Gold is used in electronics. And another one is copper. All right, we got Vegas in the building. Copper. We got New York in the building. As its uses is rare when compared to other industrial metals. Shout out to Chicago. We got Chicago in the building. We got the Bay Area in the building. Just know that this is on Wall Street. Okay, I told you we're not going to talk about it today, but I believe gold comes from the sun, silver comes from the moon. We got Virginia in the building. Now, when you break down Article 1, Section 8 of Articles of Confederation or the United States Constitution, whatever you believe it to be, okay? Article 1, Section 8 is the powers of Congress. It breaks down, they have the power to collect taxes, borrow money, all right? Foreign commerce. They handle debts, to coin money, all right? But it also breaks down what lawful currency is. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. So, I'm just scrolling down my book. Article 1, Section 10, it breaks down nobody can coin and tender in payment. things but gold and silver, coin and tender and payment of debts, past any bill of attainder. All right? So the history of lawful money. The Federal Reserve Act in 1913, which established the Federal Reserve System and authorized it to issue Federal Reserve notes, states that Federal Reserve notes shall be obligations of the United States and shall be receivables by all national and member banks and Federal Reserve banks, and for all taxes, custom, and other public dues. They shall be redeemed in lawful money on demand at the Treasury Department of the United States in the city of Washington, District of Columbia, or any other Federal Reserve bank. However, the act did not explicitly define what lawful money meant, since some currencies that could be used by national banking associations as lawful money reserves were not considered legal tender. Congress amended the Federal Reserve Act in 1933 to include all U.S. coins and currency as legal tender for all purposes. The 1933 amendment extended the power of legal tender to all types of money, creating dissension on whether paper money and reserves of the Federal Reserve banks are lawful money. While some argue that Federal Reserve notes are lawful money, others tend to disagree. Now, confusion over lawful money. Since the U.S. Constitution states no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts, some believe that this is the definition of lawful money, and thus any payment medium other than gold or silver is not considered lawful money. In effect, the primary meaning of lawful money is legal tender, but a broader interpretation is frequently applied in certain contexts. Because no legal definition of lawful money was ever provided, the term has led to a lot of confusion, primarily in legal aspects. For all intent and purposes, lawful money should mean legal tender, but is not always the case. This has caused a lot of confusion for students of law and banking. So you have to realize this. There's a difference between legal tender and lawful money. Legal tender and lawful money, they're not the same thing, okay? Legal tender, lawful money. Legal tender, lawful money. You got to understand that. You got to realize that. Professionals believe that Congress should pass a simple statute stating what lawful money is, ensuring it includes all forms of U.S. currency, particularly since the use of gold and silver is not a regular occurrence in commerce anymore. Lawful money is separate from the classification of money, which is broken down as MO, M1, M2, and M3. The classifications incorporate all the monies used in the U.S. economy. Now, I'm going to read something. I need y'all to understand this. All corporate government is based upon commercial affidavits, commercial contracts, commercial liens, and commercial distresses. Hence, governments cannot exercise the power to expunge commercial processes. The legitimate political power of a corporate entity is absolutely dependent upon its possession of commercial bonds against public hazard, because no bond means no responsibility, means no power of official signature, means no real corporate political power, means no privilege to operate statuses as the corporate vehicle. The corporate legal body is secondary to commercial guarantors. Case law is not a responsible substitute for a bond. Municipal corporations, which include cities, counties, states, and national governments, I'm going to break that down again. Municipal corporations, which include cities, counties, states, and national governments, have no commercial reality without bonding of the entity, its vehicle, statuses, and its effect, the execution of its rulings. In commerce, it's a felony for the officer of a political or public office to not receive and report a claim to its bonding company, and it's a felony for the agent of a bonding company to not pay the claim. And I need you to understand this. When you are a citizen, you are considered a government employee. So, they distress bonds that they have you create with them. And I hope that makes sense. Comment and let me know that it's making sense to you. When you understand you're operating in a corporation, if you have a state ID, that means you're a state employee. If you have a driver's license, that's a driver's license for a job. You follow me? Driver's license is commercial in nature. So now you're working for the state. You're driving for them. It's like driving for Miss Daisy, you know? You gotta understand, when you are a citizen, when you say you understand your charge, you just created a bond. And they're gonna distress it. And if you don't report it, it's a felony. So let me keep going, because you need to understand what's going on. When you're operating in the public under their rules and you're not operating correctly, you're operating as a citizen. You're operating as a public official, so to speak, a public official. And you have power just like they have power, because their power comes for you. So understand, everything's bonds, okay? And affidavits. And it's tax fraud to settle anything in court. Now, one bond that you need to understand is the Miller Act bond. The Miller Act. I break down the Miller Act. It's about performance bonds. That's what, when you say you understand, you're creating a performance bond, now you have to perform. As simple as that. You're contracting. You have now become a contractor, trading with the enemy. You're an enemy, but you become a public contractor with the United States corporation and the subsidiaries. All right, meaning the state and municipalities, whether it's a city, county. All right, this breaks down the Miller Act and how to bring suit. Okay, how to bring suit. You need to understand remedy. Learn how to get remedy. Everything is civil. Now, this is game right here. You find this information valuable, make sure you leave a donation. TheDonKilam is the Cash App. TheDonKilam. TheDonKilam. Now listen. The official form 410. Proof of claim 410. The 410. This is the proof of claim. You're going to need to fill this out. I mean, I would if I was you. I can't really tell you what to do, but I know an attorney is not going to tell you this information. I do not believe an attorney will tell you this information. That's all I'm saying. Do you agree? If your attorney does, you have a great attorney. Next, I have the actual silver surety bond. And it's in accordance with 31 CFR Part 203. 31 CFR Part 203. I'm going to go ahead and look that up for y'all. I see other people dropping other codes. I'm just letting y'all know what I utilize. That's all. This is my process. And this is dealing with the payment of federal taxes in the Treasury tax and loan program. Now, the silver surety bond, it pretty much breaks down everything. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory when you understand what's going on. When you understand surety, and then you attach your Schedule A. The Schedule A. Everyone should have a trust. We got Brianna's in the building. Peace and love. Let us know where you tuned in from, Goddess. He says he got $1 million worth of game and word is bond. Peace is love. But look, a Schedule A, this is your list of property, documents, and assets. This is most basic trust and gonna have a Schedule A. Now, when you get into more sophisticated trust, you got different schedules. We got Brianna says she's tuning in from ATL. Well, I hope to see you on November 20th in Atlanta. Peace and love. Now, the Schedule A we're including has a 20-ounce bar of silver included. Now, I would also include a picture, which is included, a picture of the actual silver. You should get as much detail as you can with any property or any assets that you're putting in trust. All right. Next, we got the surety bond guarantee. And that's with the Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Coast Guard. Got another forms. We got the notice of surety of claim on the bond, Civil Code 8612 and 9560. There's that form. Then we got the proof of notice of the declaration. All right, the proof of notice for declaration, and that's a notice for a surety of claim on a bond. Then we got the actual silver bond for performance or payments. And then we got documents that go with the actual B4, the 410, the form B410, the proof of claim. All right. And these are just showing you that you're the sole creditor and how to make a claim as the U.S. trustee. All right. And you attach your driver's license as well. And then the GSA bonds, like the goddess was saying in the chat earlier. You know, we show you how to, well, it's just templates. I'm not showing you how. I'm just showing you information. It's templates. How to fill out this GSA bonds, all right? And we got the standard form 30. We got the standard form 1414. The standard form 1416. The standard form 1418. All right? And then showing you how to attach your birth certificate as collateral. What to put in there. It's just a template, man. It's just information. This stuff has been tried and tested. You follow me? Showing you how to put the surety debt claim in against if you're a debtor in possession. You can use this whole package, man. You can use this whole package. It shows you you should always have a proof of claim in. Then you got your collateral trust certificate and a whole closeout package. That's what we call it. You follow me? A whole closeout package. I got this whole ebook for you, $47 donation, man. Break it down, and I'm even screen sharing when I'm going over. I make sure you get a link to the video that I'm screen sharing. But I got evidence in there of people that's used this stuff and filed it with the state. All right, just file this stuff with the state. Notice the Surety Act and Bond, 22 troy ounces, United States of American Silver Eagles. He used all Silver Eagle coins for his package and his affidavit. We're showing you this stuff was stamped in DeKalb County, Georgia. The templates that we're showing you. DeKalb County, Georgia is by a Moore that got this together. And then there's information about surety bonds. Understanding how to handle and surety performance bonds and payment bond claims. All right? Because you need to understand what's going on. So I'm gonna break down some of this. A surety bond is a 3-party agreement between the principal, the obligee, and the surety in which the surety agrees to uphold for the benefit of the obligee the contractual obligations of the principal if the principal fails to do so. It says the private lifestyle is everything. Yes, I got someone says the auto insurance bond. This is similar to the auto insurance bond. You can put your car in this trust too, I guess. But I got a book on it. It's called Stop Talking, Start Traveling. Shows you how to put your car in trust and make your car private. Now, if the principal fulfills his contractual obligations, the surety's obligation is void. However, the principal defaults on the underlying contract, the obligee can make a claim against the surety under the surety bond. Suretyship is distinguishable from insurance. Suretyship is not a form of insurance. The suretyship relationship is a three-party relationship: surety, principal, and obligee. And in an insurance contract, there are only two parties: insurer and insured. I hope that made sense for you. In an insurance relationship, the insurer undertakes to indemnify the insured against loss as a result of an unknown or contingent event. In a suretyship relationship, the surety undertakes to answer for the debt or the default of the principal. Who are the three parties to the surety bond? Principal. The principal is the primary obligor who performs the contractual obligations, the contract on a construction project. The obligee is the entity that enters into the contract with the principal and is recipients of the obligations. Surety. The surety is the secondary obligor, which guarantees that the principal's obligations will be performed. And this just breaks down different surety bonds. Because you got to understand, people be using these words all the time. They don't really understand what's going on. They don't understand the power of bonds. Your word is your bond, to be honest with you. But learn what they're creating, because you can create them too. That's all I'm going to say. Because they're creating them based on your power that you're consenting and giving over. Does that make sense? Did I explain that right? Drop in the comments that makes sense so I know that it makes sense. You need to know that anytime you contract with any of these entities, you're handing over your power. All right. Glad it's making sense for you. Glad it's making sense. You're handing over your power, so they're creating performance bonds on your behalf. All right. Surety bonds. Federal Miller Act bonds. Okay, you gotta understand about the Miller Act bonds. That breaks down everything, because if you're working in the public, everybody says this makes sense. I got the 100 emojis. Church of Law dropped 100, 100. King Lope says makes sense. Brazilian Consumer says it makes sense. So the reason why I was bringing up Miller Act bonds is because the public, when you're in the public, it's called a Federal Miller Act bond. They have these, okay? Public officials have these bonds. And the Miller Act bond is one of them, all right? You got to understand that. So when you're seeking remedy, that's the first thing you need to learn how to distress, okay, is their bond in anything. But in the process, learn how to create your own. Learn how to create your own. Because when you create your own bonds and you're able to put these on the record, you get the book, you're going to see they put this on the record, DeKalb County, Georgia. You put this stuff on the record, then they can't mess with you. You follow me? You don't follow under the bankruptcy rules. You follow me? The United States is a corporation, it's bankrupt. You got to prove that you're not bankrupt. You got to prove that you're not their employee. You got to prove you're friends with them, but you're not rocking with them like that. I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm friends with the United States. I'm friends with the state. I'm friends with the city. I'm friends with the county. But we not cool like that. We friends and all, but we not cool like that. I hope that makes sense. Pretty much, that's just what it is, man. That's what's up, man. You got your surety bond in. You got to understand. Why would I need insurance if I have a surety bond? I have lawful money. Easy Vision says, peace and respect. Appreciate all the knowledge. I appreciate that. So, understand, there's a difference between legal tender and lawful money. Peace and love, peace and love. We got Miss Lewis in the building. There's a difference between legal tender, lawful money. Legal tender, lawful money. And the best way to establish a trust is with lawful money. In my opinions and beliefs, lawful money. Establish a trust with lawful money. Talking about the silver trust, you want to learn more? I'm going to upload this video. Check the description. Click the description box below. TheDonKilam is the Cash App. TheDonKilam. TheDonKilam. I appreciate you guys. $49.97. You want this ebook? Send it to you. It's going to break down everything to create your silver surety, affidavits, and it breaks down the game, man. With that, I'm out. Much peace and love. And remember, prosperity is your divine birthright. But you got to choose it, and then it will choose you. Peace.